Hello guys, how's everybody doing today? It's Fernando here again with another quick video. This one is a little interesting. So I woke up this morning and couldn't really sleep that well today. Oh, by the way, I'm doing this on my phone, so I apologize. It's just can't do a complete setup right now since most of everybody at home here is asleep, and I'm in my car. I was moving my car this morning as I needed to move it, and I woke up. I started reading some stuff on the internet, see what's going on. I look at this, and this was since yesterday, but I just read it today, and I was like, I gotta talk about this. So apparently, and not some. This is from Gamestop, but it's being reported on a lot of websites. It's rumors that are going around. And there's some sources that are saying this, people putting their names on this, that Halo and Flight Sim are going to come to the Switch 2, which is Nintendo's yet to be announced console that we're expecting to be announced soon. I mean, this is like the worst kept secret ever that Nintendo's making another Switch, and to the PS5, so the PlayStation console, the direct competitor of Xbox. Which makes it interesting. It says alongside other games. The only one that makes sense to me is Flight Sim, but let's read the article and I'll get into the other games that they're reporting here right now. So, Microsoft will launch Halo the Master Chief Collection and Microsoft Flight Simulator 24 on PlayStation 5 and the Nintendo Switch 2, the second Switch, not the first Switch, the one that's still not out yet, in 2025, according to a recent report. That might not be all. Now, for the flight simulator, that makes more sense to me. If nobody knows, Flight Simulator is not actually one. You don't download it 100%. I think you only download like 11 gigabytes to your console, to the Xbox. The rest of it is all clouds, like all cloud servers. So that would make sense for the Switch too, or even the regular Switch. Maybe, I don't know if it has enough computing power, but maybe even the Switch. Probably not, because that's really weak. Probably for the Switch too, because most of it's coming from the cloud. And that would also make sense because that's not a major franchise that's linked to Xbox. So always been more known to be like a PC game. So that would make sense for it to come to PS5 and increase their crowd. And Flight Simulator is not that bad. It's basically you're just flying planes and helicopters around the world and stuff to real world locations. It's basically like if you had Google Maps but you were flying a plane instead of just looking at a map. Let's see. But the one that's interesting is they're reporting that Halo, and not Halo Infinite, Halo the Master Chief Collection is coming to the PS5, which I don't know. That would rock the foundation of the gaming industry because Xbox and PS5 are direct competitors, and Halo is the main franchise for Xbox. But let's go ahead and keep reading. So Nate the Hate revealed on his podcast. I think I read this already. Okay, so no, I haven't. Rate the Hate revealed in his podcast. So he's on like Nate the Hate like covers Nintendo stuff. Adding that Final Fantasy VII Remake is coming to Xbox as well in 2025. Now that makes more sense because Square-Enix has already announced that they're gonna go more multi-platform with their Final Fantasy games. So that makes sense. So now I wouldn't expect just Final Fantasy VII Remake, but I would expect maybe the Pixel remaster that they did a couple years ago, that one to come out too. Maybe even Final Fantasy 16 later on in the year or into 2026. Microsoft isn't stopping there, according reported as Seona's Saga, Hellblade 2, Age of Mythology, and Gears of War Ultimate Edition are scheduled to come to PS5 this year. Whether or not they show up on Nintendo Switch, however, wasn't mentioned in the report. Tom Warren of The Verge recently said that he was willing to bet that Microsoft would have some Xbox games ready for the Switch too. Of course, plans have changed, can change at any moment, and any number of reasons, and while these reports claim to have accurate information, nothing is locked down for sure. GameSpot has contacted Microsoft in an attempt to get more information. This report comes not long after the announcement said that they expect 2023 to be the year of Microsoft begins to bring all their big games to PS5. None of this should be terribly surprising, though, as Microsoft Gaming CEO Phil Spencer himself has said that any Xbox game could come to PS5. One of the next big Xbox games to come to the PS5 is Indiana Jones and the Great Circle, which launches for PS5 in spring of 2025. Beyond this, there are ongoing rumors of a Halo Combat Evolved remaster project that could be launched on PS5. Looking further out, experts have said that the Halo franchise changing engines to Unreal would make it theoretically easier to bring the series to PlayStation. In May, it was reported that Microsoft CEO Satya Nadella and CFO Amy Hood are mandating increased margins at all divisions, including Xbox. At the time, it was reported that Microsoft might look to release even more of its first-party games on PlayStation to help increase revenue. There is said to be an internal plan within Microsoft called Latitude that is focused on formulating plans to bring more first-party Xbox games to rival systems. In other Xbox news, Microsoft is holding the next developer direct in January 23, and the broadcast will feature brand new games. So that has nothing to do with the article. I don't know why they added in there. But yeah, that not only are they bringing the Master Chief Collection, but they're also bringing Flight Simulator and other games. And other companies are going to bring other games to the Switch 2 and to the Xbox. Like we knew Square-Enix had already said that they were going to bring Final Fantasy to the other system. I know the system is Xbox and Switch. I'm imagining when the Switch 2 comes out, you'll see more Final Fantasy games there. They're going to go back to Nintendo. If you don't know, Final Fantasy made their name at Nintendo and during the Nintendo and the Super Nintendo days. And then when PlayStation came out, Final Fantasy VII came out on PlayStation, and then they've been PlayStation ever since. Never went back to Nintendo. So it'd be nice to see them go back to Nintendo. They've already released some games already. I mean, the Pixel Remaster is on the Switch. But it'd be nice to see the Rebirth one and the remake and on the new PlayStation. I'm sorry, not on the new PlayStation, on the Switch 2. Just because they have a long history with Nintendo. And Xbox as well. I mean, might as well. They might sell more. But the thing that I'm wondering here, by releasing the Master Chief Collection, I mean, that's the franchise for Xbox. That is the main game. Like, everybody, if you're releasing a new console on Xbox, you're expecting a new Halo out of anything else. Gears is lesser so. But Xbox's main franchise has always been Halo. Since the very beginning. Since the original OG Xbox. Halo was the game that brought everybody to Xbox. Halo 2 is the one that brought everybody to the... I think was it Halo 2 or Halo 3? I remember the next Halo... when we went to the Xbox 360, everybody was playing Halo 3, I think. Yeah. So Halo was the Xbox franchise. And now to see it come to PlayStation, especially if it's the Master Chief Collection, you're going to get all 5 of the original games. Like I said, for the best ones are Halo 1, 2, 3, and Reach. And I don't forget about ODST. I think ODST is in there too. That's pretty good too. So that would be amazing. But also, I'm wondering where Xbox is going to go as a contender. Because once you're porting your games over to your contender, are you really a contender anymore? Like, are you still going to be releasing an Xbox console? I know they do have one in the works, but anything after 2026, 2027, whenever they release the new Xbox that they're planning to release, what's going to be the future? I mean, you kind of need exclusives to sell consoles. So what's Xbox gonna do? How are they gonna sell their new Xbox when the games that you're releasing are also gonna be on the PlayStation? Like, if they go next generation, let's talk about play Xbox next gen and then the PS6. Like, where are we going here? How are they going to compete when those games are also going to be ported over? Like, or are you just going to do it for this generation, and when next generation comes out, your exclusives are going to start there first? Maybe that's what they'll do. They'll start them there on Xbox, and maybe like a year or two jump them to PlayStation. But it is a major shift if the biggest franchise in Xbox goes to PlayStation. I don't know about these other, like I said, the Ultimate, what did they say? The Gears of War Ultimate, Hellblade, Senua's Sacrifice, Senua's Hellblade 2, that game didn't do so well, so that one might make sense to help the margins out there with that game. Age of Mythology is obviously seen it as a PC game. If it comes to PlayStation, great, but it's really better. It better works as a PC game because it's one of those RTS games. Anything on the Switch 2 would be great too. Like, it's gonna be a new system that everybody's gonna want. Like, Nintendo's always sold well. The Switch 2 is gonna sell incredibly well. So if you add games on there and people buy them, that's gonna be even more of a profit for Xbox, like for Microsoft actually. Because I don't know about Xbox, but Microsoft's gonna make a ton of money. Either way they go, because either they sell it on their Xbox and it does okay, or they put it on Game Pass and they sell subscriptions, or they put it on the PS2, on the PS5 or the Switch 2, and it's gonna sell. So either way, Microsoft is gonna make a lot of money. I'm wondering what their plan is for the Xbox as a brand, as a console brand, as a competitor for PlayStation. It's gonna be interesting to see. I am personally intrigued to see the Master Chief Collection, though I don't think it makes too much sense. I would think if I was Microsoft, I would be releasing Halo Infinite, not the story, not the campaign, but I would release Halo Infinite, the multiplayer, because that from the beginning was free to play. So when they released the multiplayer for Halo Infinite, you could have just jumped in, even if you didn't have Game Pass. You could have just jumped in and played the multiplayer. So it's a free to play game. They rely on the microtransactions like every other free to play game does, like for you to buy the battle pass, and for you to buy the armors and stuff like that. So for those type of games, you kind of need to have it everywhere so it can make the most money. So that one would make more sense to me for it to release on PlayStation and later on the Switch too. But they're thinking about doing the Master Chief Collection, which, like I said, that's like the best of the best of Halo. So that'll be interesting to see when it happens, and it'll be interesting to see how it moves, how the change of shift happens within the gaming industry, as two competitors are now shifting games. Like one competitor is shifting games to the other competitor, and I'm wondering what it's going to do to inflate. My main worry is that it's going to inflate PlayStation's ego so much that they're going to start raising their prices again. They're already starting to do so since they're thinking they're winning this generation. They're already starting to raise their prices on subscriptions and on consoles. So if Microsoft pretty much folds down and like becomes a third party to PlayStation, what is this going to do for PlayStation's ego? Will they be even more brazen with their prices? Will they raise subscription fees even more? Like stuff like that. So that's what worries me, because less competition means higher prices to the consumer. And I always worry about the consumer more than anything else. But thank you guys for watching this video. You guys have a good day. I'll see you later for Halo stream. We're going to stream with we're going to be streaming Halo, the Master Chief Collection with DHC and my friend Webmounds. We'll hopefully see you guys there. You guys have a great day.